exhibitors, students, invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the 70th Anniversary Planning Committee, I welcome you all to this morning's program. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the 27th of October 2021, the university officially launched its 70th anniversary celebration under the theme KNUST, 70 Years of Global Impact, a New Era. All our 6 colleges and the Institute of Distance Learning. We also have present or a stand for WISTEM, which is the Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and the Wellness Center. Therefore, I want everyone to enjoy this moment as we go around the exhibits. Again, at 5 p.m., there's a section here which is dubbed Time with Industry Leaders. And we are inviting everyone to be part of this section. Thank you for coming, and God richly bless you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. A bigger round of applause to the Chairman, because for over a year, the committee has been working and still working to make the celebration a memorable one. Now, to address us is a very distinguished and history-making Vice-Chancellor. History-making because in the 70 years of existence, she's the only female to occupy that high position. And I'm sure with much support to STEM and WISTEM, we are likely to see more women take up the position in future. So shall we please welcome the Vice-Chancellor of the highly ranked university in Africa at the moment, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon.
As a prelude to a series of activities lined up to commemorate the Platinum Jubilee of our noble and dear university. Today, we begin the celebration of one of the flagship programs of the 70th anniversary, the Science and Technology Exhibition. The week-long exhibition will showcase the very best of what KNUST has stood for and continue to champion. The innovations, the impactful research, and all the other essential ingredients which have made the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology the premier science and technology university in Ghana. The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has a mandate to embark on teaching, research, and extension services. This, indeed, is a task we have diligently executed over the 70-year span of the university. As an institution, it is our belief that our research is not impactful if it only stays on the shelves of our libraries and in journals without uptake and consequent impact on society. To this end, we have adopted the slogan of ensuring that we always, it's mandatory for us to take the gown to town. We graduate students from various disciplines and charge them with the mandate to go out there to make a difference in society. It is in this regard that the university has chosen the theme 70 years of global impact, a new age for a renewed focus for our 70th anniversary. Global recognition on quality education. As the MC said, and I want to reiterate that, the university has been recognized very, very highly on our quality education globally. Indeed, as a university, we continue to make giant strides in the execution of our duties. And as we reflect on the impact the university is making both at home and abroad, I am extremely happy to announce and emphasize again that the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, which ranks various universities in terms of their contribution to the Sustainable Development Goals, under Goal 4, which focuses on quality education. The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and I like to take my time to say this, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology was ranked first on the continent of Africa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. And at the global front, we were ranked 14th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this was when 1,180 universities were ranked globally. We are not resting on our oars, but will continue to push to improve the quality of our delivery. Academia-industry dialogue. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in our quest to provide quality delivery on our core mandate of teaching, research, and extension service, the university has been working very, very closely with industry in internship placements, curriculum development, consultancies, and research collaborations, among others. Today, as we begin our Science and Technology exhibition as part of our 70th anniversary, the university deemed it expedient to invite 4 of its distinguished, very, very distinguished alumni to join us in opening this exhibition. They are well known in their chosen fields of endeavor. They are Mrs. Patricia Obonai, Chief Executive Officer of Vodafone Ghana Limited. Is Patricia here? She is on her way. She'll join us very soon. His Excellency, Ambassador Edward Boateng. Your Excellency, thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Mr. Daniel Akwe of Agri Impact Consult. Thank you very much, sir. And he's also accompanied by his beautiful wife, who is also an alumni. Thank you very much. Good. So Mr. Akwe got a degree and also got a wife from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Madam, thank you. I am by this address throwing to create businesses together in the spirit of ensuring that our numerous innovative research here at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology are impacting the lives of the people for whom all these research are carried out. What are we to expect in the days ahead? The exhibition is made up of 7 stands representing the colleges in the university and the Institute of Distance Learning and other units. At each stand, you will be exposed to innovative works from the departments in the colleges, in addition to some of the academic programs run by these colleges. The week-long event is detailed as follows. After the opening ceremony and the evening interaction, the program continues tomorrow with KNUST hosting 350 students from selected senior high schools in Ghana to get them acquainted with what happens in the university, including the various academic programs on offer as they visit the stands. The 3rd day is devoted to the Students' Representative Council, SRC, where the student body will use the opportunity to launch a green energy challenge. The exhibition will be brought to a close on Friday, May 13th, 2022. I encourage all from far and near to make time to pass through the stands to know at first hand what we have been up to over our 70 years of existence. And let me add my voice to that of the chair in saying that it's just the tip of the iceberg that you will be seeing, because if we were to actually showcase everything, we would need a space as large as Ghana to do that. It will also be an opportunity to buy a KNUST souvenir for a friend or a loved one. Those who, for some reason, cannot be here in person can join the exhibition online. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you would all agree with me that putting together such an exhibition requires a great deal of effort. Therefore, on behalf of the university, I'd like to commend the chairman of the 70th Anniversary Planning Committee, Professor William Otu Ellis, former Vice Chancellor of this great and noble university, and the entire committee for putting this program together as they worked with all the colleges and the various units. Thank you very much. I think they deserve a better round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will also want to use this opportunity to thank our captains of industry who, for the love of our great university, have made time from their very, very busy schedule to spend this moment with us, and for their dependable commitment in partnering this great university over the years to train our students on the field and in their various industries to ensure that students at KNUST are always exposed to the practicalities of their training at all times. We are indeed very grateful to all our industrial partners, both home and abroad. With these few words, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I declare the 70th anniversary Science and Technology exhibition duly opened. May the good Lord bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. Thank you. An important announcement. I mean, ever since we set off to do these great things, we've had the support of everybody, and we got the colleges together to come and exhibit. We'll go around pretty shortly. But in the program, we've been hearing the cock crowing throughout. And I would want to set your heart at ease. They are part of the program. We are aware of their presence, so we know we are all safe. Thank you very much. Vice Chancellor acknowledged a very distinguished personality, but she wasn't here. I would want to announce that Mrs. Patricia Obonai, CEO, Vodafone Ghana, is here. Let's acknowledge her. We shall now have a musical interlude from our distinguished musician, Eja Konimo, who has been part of the university for a very long time. Eja Konimo, thank you. Hello.
And of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
This tape in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Hello, madam. Good morning. Yes, please. I'm representing the Department of Dramatic Engineering, and here we have an exhibition on our photogrammetry program. Our photogrammetry, where we create three-dimensional images from photos. So if you'd kindly look through this. I want a volunteer to look through this and see. Just send your eyes close to the, as close as possible. You see that instead of two separate pictures, it's just going to form the 3D form of it. Yes, and then we have the digital form where we have multiple pictures used to create a 3D model from all those pictures. These are drone images used to create the 3D model. And then we also have a product where we create what we call an auto-photo map. That's a collection. This is an auto-photo map of KNUST-TEK campus created from multiple drone images put together. So you have the whole campus, a map created from all those drone images, about almost 2 million photos stitched together. Okay, all right, so I'll hand over to the next.
Thank you very much, sir. Prof. I'm representing Electrical Engineering Department. This is K-Switch, KNUST switch. It's SMS remote control lighting system, and it has been updated to be able to control both home lights, which are by sending text message to the system, and home appliances like maybe office fan, ACs, and other stuff that you are using. What you do is that each of the system has a code, is a telephone number. There's an SMS SIM. There's a GSM something inside that allows you to communicate with you by sending text message to the system. So right now, as you are here, if some things are in your offices and you want to turn them off or on, you can just go to your phone and send a text message to the system, and that will switch it on or off. And the purpose of it is for us to be able to control electrical appliances without necessarily using data, but just using SMS. So that is it. Thank you. Yes. Yes, you don't need to. Yes, you don't need to drive to the place. By just sending text message to it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Henry from Computer Engineering Department. During the COVID era, you remember the KNUST ventilator. The first one looked a bit scary. So this is the second version that we've been able to do. It's more appealing to the eye. We've integrated some touchscreen panels so that doctors can set the required the PEEP and the PIP for the patients, right? So what you see there is the current settings that is being used to send oxygen to the patient. So this is mimicking the human lung. It's an artificial lung, so it's mimicking the human lung. So this is how we supply oxygen. There's supposed to be a connection to humidifiers and other aspects which we've not looked at yet. We are looking at the control system, right? So this is version 2 of the KNUST ventilator. So thank you.
Okay. We are from the Materials Engineering Department, and we have here a filter paper that is made from granule shells, waste paper, and then zeolite. So this paper is a composite of these three raw materials, and the paper has the capability of treating heavy metal contaminated water. So when water is contaminated with heavy metal, and then we use this paper to filter it, it's able to treat the water from the heavy metals. And we tried it on lead and cadmium, and we had 100% for lead, 99% for cadmium. Similarly, it can be used to treat turbid water, and this is a demonstration of it. We had this water, and after filtering it through the paper, this is what we got from it. And aside from that, it can also be used to treat water that is contaminated with fluoride. So that's basically what we have to display. Thank you. Okay.
The commercial aspect, is it something that can be commercialized?
Yes, please. It can be commercialized because people use filter papers in the lab. And aside from that, there are some potable water in Ghana that are contaminated with fluoride and then heavy metals, and even with the turbidity. If this is sold out, the layman person in the house can easily buy this to treat the water at the house without passing it through any stressful procedure. So it can be sold just like the Watman filter paper, which is used in so many industries. Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, it can be used by anybody. This mustn't be used by maybe an industry, but even someone sitting in the house can be able to buy this and use it to filter the water. And then the water becomes clean and potable for use. Thank you.
Do you have it in commercial quantities or large quantities now?
No, this is what we have started with. So we'll be looking at it later. Thank you.
And in the same department, we have
They didn't look at our drone.
We don't have the card. So give me your name and contact so that we can follow up.
We are told we left one table.
Yes. Our drone and our bicycle.
yeah, from the same department, we have bamboo bicycle, looking at where the world is going today, looking to be able to develop eco-friendly material. We have a material which is comparable to steel, which has less hazard to the environment, which can be used to serve the same purpose which steel is serving. And we've been able to obtain a local material, which is bamboo, a native bamboo, to create a bike with to serve the purpose of people. Likewise, here we have waste polymer that has been composited with waste sawdust for composite polymers to be used for car bumpers, for other stuffs, that obtaining materials for them becomes very difficult. So we lessen that difficulty by producing these composites. Thank you.
And I think the last one.
So good morning. I'm Adams from the College of Engineering Innovation Center. So we have two projects here. We have an autonomous drone system that was built and assembled by the students here at the College of Engineering Innovation Center. So we built this drone to allow us to do precision farming that has been able to detect pests and diseases on the farms. And then we also built a custom ground control station that allows us to monitor the parameters of the drone, the visualization's position on the map. So this will allow us to be able to effectively control the drone and know its location anywhere it is. And here we have another project, which is the roving library. So we discovered a problem that in Ghana, in rural areas, a lot of the students don't have access to learning materials. So the problem is, how do you give them access to learning materials at a low cost? So we came up with this project where we built a library system, which is digital. So all you need is to have this library system. Then anyone who is around that particular locality can connect to the system and have access to a wide array of books. So right now we have access to 40,000 open source books. So all those books can be loaded into the system so that all the students will have access to like a large variety of books that they can depend on for their education. And the system is low power, so we can power it with any low power solar system. It can support videos, audio files. So we are looking at how be able to integrate a hardware interface so that other people that are challenged, like the visually challenged, can also be able to use the system. So, yeah. Yes, so the problem is that for some of these localities, the internet on its own is another problem. So they might not have good internet coverage, or the internet might be there, but then it's expensive. So making it local sort of takes out that whole dynamic, so it's cheap. All you need to just connect to the system, and then you have your internet. So for less than 4,000 cities, we can set up we can set up satellite libraries in each of these communities for the students to have access to the learning material. Oh yes, since Vodafone has like a large network, what it means is that we can piggyback off their network. So if Vodafone sort of gives us access, what it means is that anyone who is on Vodafone can have access to this library without the need for data or anything like that. Yeah. Thank you.
For control, that's the drone.
Health Sciences. Thank you. Welcome to the College of Health Sciences. In Health Sciences, we take care of the health and well-being of not only human beings, but also our animals that we live with. So in the College of Health Sciences, we have 3 schools, 2 faculties, and KCCR. So we have the School of Medicine and Dentistry. We have the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. We also have the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. We have the School of Veterinary Medicine, and we have KCCR with us, and also School of Public Health. So I'll hand over to my colleagues, and then they can tell you what we have on display this morning. Thank you very much.
So my name is Abigail, and I'm from the Department of Nursing. And we know that as nurses, we care about humans. And we know that currently, high blood pressure, or what we call hypertension, is really on the rise. So we are using this occasion to check the blood pressures of people at no cost. And of course, we also give you advice following the checking of your blood pressure. We also have posters that are displaying the activities that we do as a department, and also within the faculty and also the colleges that we find ourselves. Some of our stands are also on the Wellness Center, and as we know, collaboration is very critical, and we are proud to say that the College of Health Sciences is one that is collaborating with the Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and also the Wellness Center, and somehow the Journal of Science and Technology as well. So we are very happy to welcome all of you here. Please make sure that you pass by our stands before you go, because we have a lot for you to experience. Thank you once again.
Hello, good morning, I'm Esther. Please, these are also from the Department of Medical Diagnostics, produced by Dr. Lord Anthony Bassett. We produce Hep B test kits for testing for hepatitis B. We have typhoid, we have COVID antigen, we have alcohol and drugs of abuse, the 10-in-1 and the 5-in-1 panel. Then we have for pregnancy also. We have the cassettes and the strips. These are produced at low cost. They are very cheap or affordable, very easy to use, and they are all produced in Ghana, just at the College of Health Science. Thank you. It's at Incas Diagnostics. We are at Susan, so just behind KNUST-TEK. Yes, in Kumasi here. Thank you. Thank you.
As she indicated, we have Incas. The company is collaborating with the college in commercializing this in large quantities, yes, so that it will be available within Ghana and outside Ghana. Thank you.
Your
But
are still open
yes,
to
we are still hoping that we'll get more collaborators, especially the product that we've been able to develop, so that if we can commercialize it, I think that will be good for us. Thank you.
Okay, please, you are welcome. I'm Dr. Joseph Edu from the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. We have various departments in the faculty, and if we want to exhibit our products, there won't be space for it. We carry out a lot of research, right from plant products to quality control. But this stand is for the production unit of the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Myself and Dr. Ya Asantua Ose, we are in charge. Generally, we produce household products, and I believe that every single one of us might have used it before, or if not for the COVID-19, you would have used sanitizers. In fact, the unit started before the COVID, but the COVID came to boost it up. So we have sanitizers here. This is the hand rub, which is the non-gel. And we have the gel. So the non-gel and the gel sanitizers, we have various packages for our pockets and also for general use as well. We have Pharmafect. This one contains hypochlorite. It's a soapy hypochlorite used as cleaning material in the toilets and also on the floor as well. We have methylated spirit, which is generally ethanol, but it's also doped with methanol so that it renders it non-consumable by human beings. It's used mainly by the hospitals. We have antibacterial soap. It is antibacterial because it contains what we call the triclosan, which is an antibacterial agent. So it's mainly for hand wash. We do have Pharmatol. In fact, most of our products will have the PharmaClean or Pharmatol because it's coming from pharmacy. Pharmatol is basically the Dettol type, which contains the chloroxylenol, and we know that it's used as a disinfectant as well. So you are welcome. In fact, this is the foundation of it. We are expanding. In fact, there are plans to expand into many other products, not just household, but also solid dosage forms, powders, and also many other pharmaceuticals as well, which the faculty plans to expand into. So you are welcome to the stand. Yes, so we invite industries. In fact, currently, we are speaking to some of the pharmaceutical industries and many other industries so that we can collaborate and expand this unit.
To manufacture it on a large scale or to distribute?
Well, currently, we have capacity to actually meet many orders. We serve the university, entire university. We serve many other hospitals. In fact, we serve the banks, including Bank of Ghana. We serve many other companies and institutions as well. So our turnout is quite large, and we plan to expand as well. Yes, general. I mean, pharmacy is all round. So definitely we are into that as well. So we plan. It's not come out yet, but definitely we will be making some of these disinfective tablets as well, solid dosage form. Yes. So you are welcome. I mean, if you come in, we can sit down and plan it. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Dr. Oliver Boachidankwa from the School of Veterinary Medicine, and you are welcome to our stands here. And today we are exhibiting the things that we have in our school, which was established in 2009. And I am a proud graduate of the first batch of the students, and I've joined the university as an assistant lecturer. And since I started schooling here till now, KNUST has shown that they have lifted veterinary medicine, the standards of it in this country, starting from the way we teach our students, using ultra-modern equipment and tools. letting people know that veterinary medicine is actually a science and medical field, which is not the usual quack system that we see in Ghana, but training quality students using modern equipment. We are also highlighting our new ultra-modern hospital that's under the able leadership of the current provost and the VC. We have started offering services to the public. We do high-quality surgery like cesarean section in dogs. We set bones. We do all the ultra-modern surgeries in our ultra-modern facility at Buedi. We also have a laboratory, a histopathology laboratory attached to our hospital, and then a pet lodge where when people are traveling and they want to leave their pets with us, we take care of them. And because we are professionals, we give them the best quality service. And so if any of you are traveling and want to keep your pets somewhere you know they will take care of them safely, you can come to our pet lodge that KNUST has established, and we can give you the best care you can have. And also, our students have shown to be entrepreneurs. We have some of our students producing shampoos for dogs and cats that we are selling at our facility. And we have we are showcasing the need to also microchip animals so that we can adequately identify them. Thank you.
Convenient and demand-driven products that will meet the delicacies of the current generation. And then we have other products that we have supported industry to have in furtherance of our academia industry collaborations. And last but not least, we also have 2 packs that we have developed for the production and processing of granules for the country. So, ma'am, which one would you want us to start you with on? Okay, so we have these convenient products that are now student startups. So they are businesses from our students, from their research work. What we have here is the sweet potato waffle. And this is the lady that has commercialized it for us. She was our MPhil student. We have the all-time pancake mix. That is also from our research and has now been commercialized with seed support. And that is the gentleman here, part of my team. So we have commercialized this now as a business, and he's employing people. Then we have these other products that we have developed. We are awaiting partnerships to commercialize. What you took, ma'am, is the sausage. You know, we now love sausage, but the challenge is with the health issues associated with sausage. But this is healthy sausage from fish, and it's an indigenous fish, and it doesn't have these additives that you are running from. It's all natural spices. When you put it in your mouth, you would not know that it is fish. You would think that it is meat sausage, and that is how good the innovation is. We also have nuggets, because now the Ghanaian consumers, we have transcended beyond local products. And what we have here is the beetroot yogurt. We love yogurt, but the challenge is that most of the yogurts on the market are not probiotic, as the same. But this is from beetroot. We have the betalains, the antioxidant property, and then we have the probiotic viability. We have tested the two. And one of our students here, she is from a different department that joined food science, but that is her business now that she's also going to commercialize. This is what we helped an industry with. It's called IFEM Foods in Ghana. We help them with this product, so now it is commercialized, they even export it as part of our academia industry collaborations from the department. This is also an industry that approached us. They wanted a convenient waffle. They were having challenges getting the waffle to their consumers upon demand, and we did this for them. So now, as it is now, within 10-20 minutes, they are done with the baking of the waffles. We even have samples here for your delight if interested. And we have the pectin. You know, we need pectin in most of our products, but the challenge is we used to import them. This is from okra, and it was developed by the department, and we have tested it in chocolate, and it turned out to be very good. And here, Mom, if you can look at this, is part of the academia industry collaborations that we have. So we had an innovative competition with Ghana Cocoa Board, and we called it the Cocoa Challenge. We have done it 2 years running, and this is just great. It further helps to provide the needs of the industry by solving their problems. So the industry partners here, we can also collaborate and have such competitions to support their need. Then we have the 2-pack, and this is so unique. Would like Mr. Appel to just briefly introduce you to it.
Okay, thank you so much. The 2-pack we developed is to help with peanut production and also to reduce aflatoxins, which is carcinogenic, and it's because of poor storage and poor drying. So what we have developed is a risk tool which combines the various interactions which affect the yield and aflatoxin production, which is accessible to the extension officers, growers, and stakeholders. So I will just do a small demonstration on the screen for you to see, so you can observe from here. So I'm going to change the drying from the cemented floor to the ground. And you can see that the risk for aflatoxin has gone up because when you dry on the ground, there's recontamination of the microbes which promotes aflatoxin production. Let me change this place and use the traditional way of storing peanuts. And as you can see, toxin also goes up. Assuming I change the crop rotation and go to maize, groundnut, maize, groundnut, there's another change. If I don't use any inoculum, there's another change. And what happens is it tells you the risk and also the cost implications. If you are going to put in those innovations to reduce toxins, what is the cost implication assigned to it? And the beauty about this is once you do the implementation, the cost pays off by itself, because there's a premium for good, high-quality peanuts for the industry, and that is what we are doing to support the peanut. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, please, you are welcome to our stand. This is biological sciences, theoretical and applied biology. So we have been working with a number of companies in order to develop diagnosis for infectious diseases. Today we are exhibiting the MyLab device for malaria diagnosis. Originally, you will use the microscope, which has a lot of problems. You have to put the blood on a slide, smear, stain, and put it in a microscope. For this particular device that we are validating, you only put 5 microliters of blood in the chip and then put it inside the machine. The machine will fix by itself, it will smear the blood by itself, it will stain by itself, and will take a lot of images and show the parasites. You can see the a positive one here where they are showing the parasites in there. Then you can actually decide whether it's positive or it's negative. It can actually count and tell you the parasite density in it for you to be able to help the clinicians to make diagnosis. Thank you.
I'm Eric from the Department of Chemistry. We have various products. We have what do you call it? Liquid soap. This is liquid soap, and it is well formulated in such a way that after washing your hand doesn't get dry quickly. It moisturizes your hand, after the cleaning. Then this is liquid fertilizer. It is well formulated using NPK, urea, and also ammonia, so that when you apply it in the soil, you have a lot of minerals in it, and also you also have the nitrate for root development. Then we also have our cadizone, which is an antiseptic. At the same time, it's a germicide. It also has a cleansing property. When you apply it, it kills the germs. At the same time, it also cleans your closet and then whatever environment. We also have our antiseptic here, which leaves a very good smell when you apply it. We also have an aftershave, which prevents bumps. And then we have an indelible ink here, which is, the indelible ink is used for every form of elections. It is made of simple reagent that you cannot clean. Even 1 minute after application, you can clean it. Yes, that is our indelible ink. Then we also have our body lotions, which is also good for skin diseases like eczema and etc., etc. So these are the products which chemistry department. The invitation especially is the indelible ink. The indelible ink. The indelible ink, we try to market it several times, but because of politics, in fact, we even went to Afarijan when he was there, but he said that the university, it is not a profitable institution. So up to now, chemistry department, our vision is still sitting on the shelves. We cannot market it because of politics. If they are here, then they can take it up. They can take it up. And it's a very good innovation which we have developed. Yes, this one too is a new product. It has a germicide which actually prevents bumps and, growth of commercialization. Exactly. We are inviting commercialization. We are also inviting commercialization of the liquid fertilizer. It is local. The raw materials are local. You can get it over here. Sure. So, product. Sure. Thank you.
Hello, ma. Hello. The can lab. Good morning, ma. Ma, please, you are welcome. Ma, please, we are representing the clinical analysis lab of the biochemistry department. We would like to introduce you to some of our products. We run lab tests, and also we help students to undertake their project works. We also run internship programs for students. So you are welcome to us. You can run lab tests. We have some of the listed lab tests here. And today we are running PSA lab tests for men, and also prolactin test for women. It's free, so you can pass by and we can test for prostate for the men and prolactin for the women. And also you can come to our facility, which is at the close to the Bomsu Gate at the commercial area. You can pass there and run full blood count tests, HIV test, liver test, kidney, your cholesterol, any test that you want to do, we can assist you. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Good morning. Welcome to the Department of Physics, where we believe in creating local solutions for local problems. we have several setups, and I want to start off to talk about what you see in front over there. That's a seismic sensor. What it does is to send seismic waves, artificial waves into the ground, like acoustic waves, just like how a bat sends waves to be able to image a room. We send seismic waves into the subsurface to take an image of the subsurface, and it gives us information on what the Earth's subsurface looks like. This kind of data typically is used to process information about oil and gas, what oil and gas in the Earth's subsurface. We can also use it for geotechnical data, where we are able to find out what the subsurface is like, so we can place heavy buildings on the surface. Then, would someone please step, VC, if you wouldn't mind, step on the brown circle. Okay. Okay, step on it. No, harder. Stamp, okay, probably stamp on it. Get off, stamp very hard. Then, okay, stamp, yes. Stamp. Don't be afraid, like give it a hard stamp. Thank you. And so it's picking the data. And typically, we interpret this data to give us information. So that's the data, and we will interpret this data using mathematical models to be able to determine the Earth's subsurface. And we use this data to get information about where oil and gas is located, and also what the Earth's surface looks like. So if you're going to put a heavy building on top of the Earth, you want to be sure that the Earth can hold it up. So this would be used to give us that kind of information. Next thing I want to talk about of interest is this time-controlled ion adapter, which was built and designed by the Department of Physics. So you know how in our homes, many of us have children who have left ions on for an inordinate amount of time. And so with this socket, it's a time-controlled socket, so you can set it to whatever time, a maximum of 1 hour, and after that it will automatically go off. It's from 5 minutes all the way to 1 hour, and then it will automatically go off by itself. Then we have this automated light switch, which is already installed at the Department of Physics and in some of the halls on KNUST campus. Now, again, as part of energy saving, being conscious about energy saving the country, this is an automated light switch. What it does is sense the presence of people in the room. So by covering with my hand, I am removing its ability to sense our presence. And once it senses the presence of people, it turns on automatically. And when people leave the room, it goes off by itself. Yes, it's using infrared sensors. And our final flagship project, which is, please come this way. Yeah, the quiz buzzer, yes, but I wanted to focus on, yeah, this is a quiz buzzer that we built in the department, which was used for the junior science and maths quiz that the university is currently running. It's a wireless quiz buzzer, so it's much better than what is the competition on the market right now. It's completely wireless and battery powered, and you can charge it like you would your regular phone. And what it does is to be able to determine, it has a very high resolution, up to 10 to the -3 of a second. So and that resolution is typically used for race cars. And we are using this to resolve between who pressed first. And then the data is also automatically sent to the screen so that the quiz mistress will be able to determine who pressed first, who pressed second, who pressed third, and it gives you the time resolution as well. Yes. And, okay. So what we have in here are wireless devices. So they are communicating wirelessly, and then what we also have are what are known as encrypted data as well, because people may want to hack the devices. Quizzes are very high competitive spaces, so we are encrypting the data that is being sent around. So let's move on to our precious traffic light. So this is a solar-powered traffic light developed and designed and built entirely by the Department of Physics here at KNUST. This traffic light is already running on KNUST campus and is providing solutions to our traffic situations on the university campus. We are open to having conversations with more people about it. But it's currently running is a solar-powered system, so the solar panels are outside. I'm sure you can see them outside. And Over here we have some of the boards. So this is a typical board built and designed by the Department of Physics. This also built and designed by the Department of Physics. And this is one of our engine prototypes. So this is the brain of the traffic lights that's doing all the control, determining how much power and current is going to all the LEDs, determining how long the faces should be on and off. And so again, as I said, it's completely solar powered, and the solar charges a battery system, and the battery system allows the system to run at night or when the lights, there's not enough sunlight to power the solar panels. Thank you very much for visiting the Department of Physics.
Thank you. And this also, of course, works. You need the principle. You also realize that this solar, it needs to be programmed. So actually, they use the C code with the Android coding. So we also have the physics runs physics with computing, and that computing really applied. It's purely scientific computing, and so that has allowed our physics department to do a whole lot of other things which they are showing. And as you see, we have a whole lot of things, and then with this we have showcased that College of Science is the heart of KNUST. Thank you.
He has a question.
Yes. We've made a lot of attempts. Currently, we even within our own curriculum constituency, there's currently going through a lot of negotiations to just get it even freely donated to some of the points where we think we are still not successful until now. We even have done the same to University of Cape Coast. The knowledge has been transferred to University of Cape Coast and it's installed there. And so within the academia, it's fine, but the industry, there's one way or the other. The regional minister one time really wanted to help, but unfortunately that also didn't work out. So until now we have so we welcome industry. In fact, I was just looking at this the last time and thinking about that the amount of energy we will save if we have to use solar traffic light all through the country. That amount of energy that is used there could have been converted to some other things, and it's something that we really have to look out. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, Kabe.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Oh, okay.
Where do we go? Where do we stand?
Yeah, you can start. Okay. So thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Good morning, and you are welcome to the Faculty of Art. Now, we have 4 departments: Department of Communication Design, Department of Industrial Art, Department of Publishing Studies, and then the Department of Painting and Sculpture. Now, what we have on show here are products from these departments. And then we have ladies and gentlemen all dotted around here who are going to take you through. To start from this one, this is our own way of showing you how far sculpture has come from the time that this work was made. This work actually is older than me. It was made in 1966. No, that's right. Now, this is the current phase of sculpture now, and that is what you see here. Now, you think that this is food, so please come. So you see now, sculpture has gone beyond what we already know. The figures, and stuff like that. Now to... Oh, and the artist is right here, so let it talk.
So these are sculptures and replicas of food.
they are appropriated. So my interest in cooking led me to experiment with tissues. So I produce these works out of tissues using food ingredients and ingredients for pastries to make these. Yeah, it's just to create awareness of what we eat, we take into the body as humans. Most of the times we don't consider some of these things when it comes to food. Yeah, so it's just to play with our senses. Yeah.
All right. Before then, I want us to see this. Now, yeah, that's right. We are a diverse faculty. Now, this is the outcome of a research, a collaborative research now done on crucibles. And the gentleman is just behind here. Doc, please.
Welcome. This is basically from the industrial art department, specifically ceramics. Yeah, because what we are trying to do here is, most of our products are imported. So we are trying to get local substitutes. So what we have here are basically crucibles and then the copel, which are used by the mining companies. So we are trying to substitute with our local materials. And so this is basically what we have. And this is what they use for assaying the gold. And then before processing it further, refining into the gold. So we have these materials here, which are able to withstand very high temperatures. And then form the gold, and then further process using the copel, which basically use the bone. And then we are also looking at other alternatives, what we could synthesize locally. So the limestone, the eggshells, and all those things. So this is what basically we are using.
Invitation to industry. What's the invitation? The industrial?
Yes, we have the local substitutes here, so they should come, and then we'll be in business with them. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, Prof, I liked what you just said. So what's your invitation to industry? And this is where this in here comes in. So we have packaging design as one of the programs that is run in Com Design. And the gentleman in charge of that particular course is right here.
Thank you. So we try to look for materials that are sustainable in the end, and we find creative ways to create packages. For example, our local sawe. Yeah. And this is for sugarcane. Instead of having it in plastic wraps, it's better to have it packaged. That way you have it more hygienic, something that can be carried away. And our all-popular precursor also, yes, this is coconut. So coconut right from the source. Yeah. Organic ginger and so on. Yeah, you're welcome, ma'am.
Yeah. Hello, Pro, you are welcome. Yeah, good morning, you are welcome. Yeah, this is a stand of the Faculty of Built Environment. And we have a number of items on display here, but we have our students here. We want to hear from the horses. So,
hello, please, this is a law facility, yes, and this is a dementia village. Okay, so this is a user experience law school, and it's designed this way from the norm because this is what the users decided they wanted to experience, how they wanted to experience this space. which is why the design is going so against usually how law schools are supposed to be designed. Yes. And this is a dementia village, okay, and it's very user inclusive because it uses a lot of tactile detail, different coloring, so that dementia patients can easily find their way when they are to be sent to their spaces. And one more work, Bambi Texture Works. Please excuse me. Okay, so the architecture students were tasked to design a learning pods to buttress the COVID situation where students didn't have classrooms to learn in. Okay, so we incorporated Edinkra symbols with the use of bamboo, as an innovative use of bamboo displaying Edinkra symbols. So it was a fusion of culture and innovative use of different design materials. Yes, please. In Ghana here? No, it's the bamboo that is grown. Yes, please. Indigenous bamboo. Yes. Thank you also. Yes, please. Thank you.
So welcome. Yeah, so this is the National Building Regulations, LI 1630, 1996. When you go to clause 90, it's saying that in every structure, apart from the doorway, we should have an opening for fire escape. But traditionally, our burglar-proof window that we have been doing, we have all flouted the law. So that is what we at Center for Settlement Studies look to address in this frame that you can see. And so we demonstrate that we can do the burglar-proof window with an opening, and so that in the event of fire, and this is what we think that should respond to the law, so that we all keep ourselves, even though we are keeping ourselves safe, when there's fire, we can also escape. No, the way it has been designed, it's from only inside. And so that's only for the family to know. For a building, a family can decide to position just one at a particular room where the family is aware, so that when that crisis comes, you can all run to that door and then you escape. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. We have completed the intellectual property documented. Well, unfortunately for intellectual property issues, we cannot disclose the security issues here. But what we want to demonstrate that it can be open, because previously all the windows that we have been designed in burglar-proof, we don't have this system of fabrication. So this is actually the first time that. No, you can't open from behind. The accuracy. That's what I'm saying. That those are for security details and our own intellectual property rights. That's, it's secured. Nobody can get in. Yeah. And we have this in aluminium. If you go outside there, you will see other types of wood, fabricated in wood. Okay. Much. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our exhibition is more of an explanation or an in-depth information to how far the Institute of Distance Learning has come. A lot of people believe that distance learning is not as effective as face-to-face learning. But with our presentation here, we are going to show you that indeed you would be willing to opt for distance learning instead of the face-to-face when you have the opportunity. So our exhibition here, this here is a project carried out by students of IDL. One of their programs is MSc Development Management. And here, they visit the communities, find out problems that need real-time solutions, mobilize themselves, and are able to come up with the solutions. Whatever structures they need to build, they build them. They do all that they can to give back to the society because they've been to school to learn so they can help their societies. And over here, please, if you would follow me. Thank you. Okay. Our setup here is a very typical demonstration of how classes are recorded for online sessions. So this setup here, when the lecturer enters the studio session, all this is here to help him record his lectures so that the students in their own pace can study and help them revise properly before exam. So I would like to hand over to my colleague so he takes you through the demonstration if you would want to. Thank you.
So let me, yeah. Okay. All right. So please, Prof, please kindly, yes. Okay, so my name is Dr. Pokuware. Yes, Prof. Yes. Yes, please. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, my name is Dr. Pokuware. So I'm the coordinator for the development management program. Yes, as my lady said, we run a lot of projects. I mean, with IDEA, because of the time frame that we run, people think that our students are not able to do what they are supposed to do. But the core principle of the development management program is to be able to solve a community problem and deliver that kind of problem to solution to the community. So if you look here, these are projects that our students have run. So there are a number of them. What the students do is that within a short period of time, they go to the communities and then solve the problem that they identify. So for instance, if you look at this project, this was a community that had problem with building schools. Okay, the students were not able to get a place to study. And now within a matter of 3 months, our students were able to deliver this school to them with all the facilities that the students will need. And now if you look at this was somewhere in Tamale, where our students were able to travel to Tamale and then build this place of convenience for the people of Tamale. So you can see there. In fact, there are a number of projects. This was in Ejusu Dwabin, where the headmistress of the school actually petitioned us to be able to deliver a library for the school. And this is a whole new library that students of development management, in a matter of 3 months, 4 months, were able to build a whole new library for the people of Ejusu Dwabin Primary School. So as you can see there, and these are just a few of the projects. You can see here, schools that we have built. And for us, what we are trying to do is that going forward, we need that kind of collaboration between us, what we do, and also corporate organizations where we can get some kind of support to be able to develop what we want to do. And more importantly, these are students who are able to raise on their own resources to be able to deliver this. They do a lot of funding arrangements, they do a lot of community and stakeholder engagement. And these are done by the students themselves in a small period of time. So going forward, we may want to appeal to some of you, especially the corporate agencies, that we can build that kind of collaboration so that we can solve our challenges and also contribute to the solving of the sustainable development goals as we have them. So this is what we do with development management, and it is something we are inviting all of you to come and see over the period. Thank you.
Please, any questions? Please, if there are no questions, I would like to do a very brief demonstration of our studio session. Please, very brief, please.
Good morning once again, and you are welcome to, yes, Mommy. So right in front of me is a teleprompter, and with this, it helps the lecturer to read the slides, and there's a camera behind it, which makes him focus as though he's in class, looking at the students. And this right here is a Wacom. And with this, it projects the slides of the lecturer and gives them a chance to write if he wants to write for the students to see. So that's a feel of what the students would be having. And that's the control center where everything is being controlled as to what to be projected to the students. So you can please come over and have a look. And Mami, if you'd also come and demonstrate for your audience, would be glad. Let me help you.
You want me to write?
Yes, please. Just so use this to scroll down your slides whilst you are talking and just write something for your audience. So as though you are having a lecture. Thank you. So to the screen there, that is the final output of what the students would be seeing as and when the class is ongoing. Thank you very much, your audience.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, please, this is the College of Agric and Natural Resources. You're all welcome. I think you are going to enjoy the college so much. So, you know, the college has 10 departments and a research institute. And then each department is fully represented here with some exhibits. So we would like to start from here. Department of Crop and Soil Sciences. And so briefly we'll talk about this grain moisture meter, which is locally manufactured. And so speak to it briefly. 2 minutes.
Okay. So thank you very much. So what I have with me here is a grain moisture meter that helps farmers and aggregators to determine the moisture content in their grains before storage. So by doing so, it helps you to reduce the post-harvest loss that we are incurring in the country and also promote the food sustainability. And this device is locally manufactured in Ghana. It was born out of a research project by Isaac Sessi, who was an alumnus of KNUST-TEK in collaboration with Post-Harvest Loss Innovation Lab. That it was tasked to manufacture a grain moisture meter that helps to determine the moisture content in grain. So that is how come we had this device. And it works on 7 commodities, including corn, sorghum, wheat, soya bean, rice, granite, and millet. So once you determine the moisture content in your grain, you can store your grains in these hermetic storage sacks for up to 2 years without going moldy or without any insect infestation. Thank you. Okay, so it's very simple. And then we have an application where you can keep your track recordings of the data. Yeah.
So you are marketing this device?
Yes, please.
This is what you are marketing?
Yes, please.
Do you have it in some quantities?
Yes, please. Actually, we have manufactured more than 2,000, and then we have 1,000 currently being used on the market. And not only in Ghana, but also across West African countries like Nigeria, Malawi, and the other countries.
And what's the name?
It's Grain Mate Moisture Meter. It's 600 cedis for one. Yes, please. It uses alkaline batteries. So it is very easy for you to use it at your home, on the farm, everywhere you find yourself, you can use this device. Yeah. And then it has a probe which comes with a sensor that helps you to determine the moisture content at every level of your grain. Yeah. Okay, so our invitation is that we are actually trying to promote what we call food sustainability. And we are looking forward to help all actors in the agric value chain to have this device to help them determine their moisture content in grains and also to reduce the post-harvest loss they incur right after harvesting.
Yeah, let me add that because we are doing a lot of agribusiness work in Ghana, we'll entreat the Chamber of Agribusiness to actually have a collaboration so that this device can be made available to the farmers. Because most agribusiness practitioners are aggregators and they are marketers, so they would need this thing to actually improve the efficiency of their business. I must also say that you remember aflatoxins was mentioned over there. Yes, and it was demonstrated that if the moisture is too high, it promotes the aflatoxins. So this device will be very handy to actually determine the right moisture content of the peanuts, which will reduce any aflatoxin infestation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Next, Department of Horticulture. Desma.
You're welcome. Yes, please. They are all natural flowers. And we do different arrangements for different occasions. So what we have here are sympathy wreaths using our local flowers and some imported flowers, as well as indoor arrangements using our local flowers. But depending on whether it's a male or female, the colors change to suit the occasion that we want. Then we have our ornamental plants that we can put in our various offices. And then also for different occasions, as to set up for ceremonies, indoor or outdoor, we use all these flowers and plants to suit that occasion. We have different grass species that we've displayed for different conditions that they may require. So we have sports lawns or home lawns where we use these different plants. And then we also have our ornament and fruits and then vegetables that we've displayed from our greenhouse. So when you come to the horticulture department, we have all these available for your use. And for link up with industry, what we do is we link up with the architecture industry so that we can come up with well-designed landscapes to show or put up in there. And then we have on our screen some designs that we've installed for certain private, clients, as well as corporate clients. And we've done very beautiful designs. And we've even proposed a therapeutic garden where we could install that therapeutic garden at the Prince of Wales Park in order to release stress for all stakeholders on campus. So that is what we do at the horticulture department. What we want them to do is to really expose our department out there with the flyers that we will give them at the end of the program, to be able to tell others to use natural flowers instead of artificials to be able to save the environment. Yes. When you are alive, these are the samples. These are the samples that we have. For these, when you install them, they can be in for about 4 days. Yes, they can be in for about 4 days. So depending on the environment, we have those that will do well in an AC environment and those that will do well outside. So, yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now to the Department of Animal Science. To the Department of Animal Science. Briefly, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Your VC, you are welcome, and your guest. This morning, at the Department of Animal Science stand, we are displaying our own chickens that we have selected at the Department of Animal Science. The ones behind, the brown ones, we did our own selection, and they are heat resistant. So when you hatch baby chicks from these ones, they are able to survive very well in the hot areas. And so we also get extra females, because females will lay more eggs for you and they will get eggs to eat. Then the other innovation that we have is our omega-3 egg enrichment formula, which we develop at the department. We call them the designer eggs. You put extra omega-3 fatty acids, and the concept is to increase children's intelligence. But when adults also eat it, you will reduce your cardiovascular diseases. So that is the full concept. Then through David, a biotechnology student, very genius, we came up with these incubators. Rather than going to abroad to buy incubators that can hatch DO chicks for us, we are able to manufacture incubators from the department. The first one that was manufactured was from wood. It is still working at the Department of Animal Science, but now we have advanced. And it has even grown into a business incubator where we are at a JISO called the WACTEC Incubator Company. And we are producing incubators and selling. And that is through David. So we have registered it, and we need to patent this. KNUST is partner on this. So these two innovations, the Omega-3 and then the incubators, are all products from the Faculty of Agric and Natural Resources. So that is the gist. And then chick quality is a big problem in Ghana. You can see that last year we launched a book on hatchery principles for professionals, also from KNUST, to increase the quality of chicks that can hatch. And we are doing that at the department, at the Olympio Hatchery. But our capacity is low. So we need to install capacity of around 500,000 hatcheries, which the building is there. We just need money. And then we will be in good business. So these are the things that we are doing. And other books, we have the root and tuber project, which have also been at the Faculty of Agric. We have the rabbit training manual. And then we also have the milk processing system, which all led to the development of the ICCAP. These are all things that we are doing at the Faculty of Agric. Thank you. The industrial partners, all these innovations need people to take them up. And which of them that they pick that they want to come and support. For instance, the incubators, we need to produce them in numbers for especially the rural areas where people need to be able to, and it's a rural intervention. If you can hatch more DO chicks, especially with our breeds too, we can reduce the level of DO chicks mortality, people going from abroad. So we have our own chickens that are adapted to our weather, and we can hatch them by ourselves. And also the young ones, like the teaching us, we are training them at the hatchery. So if you need people that can work in your farm, they are all being trained at the department. Thank you, VC.
So how much does it cost to produce one incubator?
Yeah, this is 3,000. It takes 250 eggs. Yeah.
And we have manufactured these incubators up to 12,000 capacity. And right now we are building a 5,000 capacity to add to our capacity at the department. So we have up to 12,000 capacity that is being used by some industry people.
So whatever capacity that somebody needs to build, you are able to?
Yes, any capacity that you want, we are able to build for you because it's just the technology. And this, as you look behind me, is one of the incubators that is functioning, and fully automated. You don't need to touch anything. You get it set up, you go and sleep. In 21 days, the chicks will hatch for you and they'll be coming out.
And just to add by saying that it costs only 3,000 Ghana cedi, not dollars. 3,000 Ghana cedi to get one of these.
And you buy the same one at $3,000 from China.
And now to the Department of...
Okay, very short, snappy.
Thank you very much, and Prof, you are welcome to our stand. That's the Department of DFRT, Department of Forest Resource Technology, and then Department of Wood Science and Technology. So the two departments combined because we all work on wood. Right. But DFRT mainly work on wood residues. We are looking at how we can sustain our environment. So we don't want any wood to go waste. So all wood residues are made use of. And you can see the sawdust being used to make collage. You can see all this. And this particular one is from bamboo. We try to make bamboo and we use one of our proverbs, meaning trimam and train the assembler. When you hold one hose this side and another hose this side and try to pull it apart, the glass will definitely fall and it will break, meaning that unity you can still hold. That is why we have this, and the bamboo is to save the forest. When we get to this side, we have a retractable folding bar, wine bar. This bar is to save space. These days we are used to smaller rooms. So you have this and you can have enough space. You can put your stools here. And when you get a visitor, you can just pull it up and then you can put the table. Bring it down. You can have your table and then you put your glass on it to have your. The most important thing is that this is also from bamboo. And we are all trying to see how we can sustain our forest. Because bamboo grows very fast. It takes 5 years to mature, whilst teak will take about 20 years. So growing one teak to cover an area that bamboo, you can have enough bamboo, meaning you can harvest 4 times to get one teak. So that is why we are interested in promoting bamboo. So we are looking for partners to collaborate with us in terms of equipment. We need people to guide us or come to us, and then we are going to give the guidance. We will help in the production of so many products. There are a lot in the furniture design session. There are a lot we can do to save space and then also to save the environment. So thank you very much.
Any questions for them? Mr. Akwe? This is bamboo as well.
Yes. I'm excited about the use of bamboo for a number of things here.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of discussions on commercializing the use of bamboo. And this fits in very, very well.
Yeah.
And this is so
Yeah, spacious.
sensitive.
Yeah, and this can be used in any small space, your porch, your living room, the bedroom, wherever, and then also it can be used as a dining table. It can be used as your reading table, like for your laptop. So you realize that this can help a lot. Yes, that's the wood science, but we don't have a showroom, so maybe we need the collaborators to help us. A showroom and then some equipment. Yes. So wood science and technology department here, and technology. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. As you are using bamboo for its manufacturing, we know that the cost involved is also very, very important. So how is it going to be? I mean, how will the cost be compared to?
Yes, I've gotten your point. Yeah, it is true that the initial cost is very high these days because processing bamboo at the moment is high. But as the industrial players are coming in with equipment, definitely the production will go down. The cost of production will go down. So as many are coming in, and then if so many people are requesting for it, definitely the cost will go down. But if it is production of only one item, definitely the cost will go high. Use the economy of scale. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you are welcome to the stand of fisheries and watershed management. We do management of water bodies as well as growing aquatic organisms. We have different production systems. We have ponds, tanks, cages, but there are innovative ways coming up because of conserving the land, conserving water. The system you see here is a recirculating system. So you keep the fish in the tanks, so you are growing fish, and you want to conserve water, so you do some little treatment of the water effluent. This is sediment side, removing the sediments. This takes care of the ammonia and stuff. So this is the biological filter. Then the treated water goes down. In order not to waste water, some nutrients, the nitrates are not toxic. So they go here and they are used by the plants to grow vegetables. Then the water is pumped back to the fish again so that we can only top up as and when the need arises. Yeah. So thank you very much.
You can see this nice apron here and this bag is made from plastic waste. So this nice apron, this bag, raincoats for you, all from plastic waste. And then we have the director of BED. It's the only research institute within the college. So he would also talk briefly for just a minute before you leave our stand.
Thank you very much. So BIRD is Bureau of Integrated Rural Development. It's a research center in the College of Agric and Natural Resources. All the innovations that we see here, they should impact life at the community level. So BIRD's mandate is to transfer these innovations to the rural areas. Now, the Vice Chancellor mentioned the fact that we need to take the gun to town, and that is exactly what BIRD does. So we have developed what we call University Community Engagement Model, where we engage rural communities as to how these innovations can be transferred to the rural areas and impact lives there. Now, one thing that BIRD needs, because we are sending innovation to rural areas, we need support in terms of how industry, I know industry have corporate social responsibility. The things that we are seeing here, how do we send them to the rural areas? And we believe that is where industry can also partner with the university so that these innovations, they don't just sit in our shelves here, but they can be transferred to the rural areas. Thank you.
And then Department of Wildlife, we have some exhibits here, all from the Mole National Park. Exhibits from Wildlife Department. Okay. Thank you very much.
My provost. Yes, and you are very much welcome. Thank you. College of Humanities and Social Sciences has 3 faculties and a research center. And so each of the faculties will be telling you what we do. And so, but then we have a chairman of our committee in the person of Dr. Gift Domida. So he will lead us into telling us what we are doing here.
Thank you, Provost. All right. Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor and the team, for coming to our stand. This is the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. And at our stand, we have the School of Business School, and we have a stand items that we'll be showcasing. And we also have a stand for Faculty of Law. And we also have a number of exhibits to be showing, and then the Faculty of Social Sciences as well, and then a number of exhibit items for souvenirs. So I would like you to listen to some of the items we have at the business school. So.
Thank you very much. So with this being the School of Business, you know, normally when we hear of business or business school, the first thing that might come to mind is accounting. But we want to change that misnomer. We want to prove to the world that we don't just produce accounting students, and neither do we just admit male students whatsoever. We want to ensure gender equality, as well as ensure every aspect of the business is well covered when you come to business school. For that reason, we have several courses: accounting, finance, human resource, logistics. We even have business information technology, both undergraduate and postgraduate. At the School of Business as well, we have several collaborations with institutions outside. As you can see, we have the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. We also have the CARISCA, that is the Center for Applied Research and Innovation in Supply Chain Africa, all trying to promote business and business activities within Africa and beyond. If you look on our desk, you realize we have several awards. The business school has been winning awards over the period. We have enhancing businesses or enhancing innovation in new enterprises, where business school provided several consultations and consultancy services to businesses such as Gifted Hands, Akal Decor, Basima, and in Black, Louise Legacy, and YEG. Over the period, we've been receiving also leadership awards as well as consultancy awards. We also have several impactful research. For lack of time, I would want to end by saying thank you for coming to our stand. Thank you very much. Yes, please.
We've seen on that side a lot of products that can be picked up and turned into millions of cities. What's the collaboration between you and them?
Perfect.
For instance, just as you were saying, we've been in collaboration with so many businesses outside. For these businesses, yes, please, I just want to start from somewhere. We started with USAID. With all these businesses, we picked them from bottom. Now most of them are at the top. Some are even exporting outside. But with the local collaboration, we are still in the process of collaborating. Currently, we are working with the Department of Transport, and then the Department of Civil Engineering, and then Department of Supply Chain and Information Systems to try and come out with transport solutions for our country. But with these other faculties too, we are also in touch with them. Personally, I've been in touch with Professor Tamaklo for quite some time now, looking at how best we can scale up the traffic lights in the whole community. But sometimes there are some challenges that we've not been able to overcome. But we plead to do that. We will definitely move forward and then collaborate with them. Thank you. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you. Thank you very much and welcome to the stand for Faculty of Law. Yeah, my name is Amasan and I'm here to take you through one of the few items that we've selected. We have a lot of things to exhibit, but looking at the space provided for us, there's no way we can bring everything here. So we selected the important ones to show to you. We have, first of all, we have our regalia to demonstrate the difference between the lawyers and the judges, so that when they sit and dispensing justice, you can really see the difference between the two. Now, this is the gown that lawyers wear, and that is the wig that we put on. You can see that the wig is the same color because it depicts the wisdom of our judges when they sit. And you can see their gown is different from the lawyer's gown because they are our lords. So when we appear before them, it's like we appear before the God Almighty, and we have to be differentiated from him. And that's why we say prayers to him, and that must be there. And Isaiah even prophesied about it at the day that Hosea died. He saw God in his glory and everything. That's a depiction of what we have at the Faculty of Law. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for visiting.
Yeah, no, this is the second one. Yes. Right. Welcome to the Faculty of Social Sciences. And at the Faculty of Social Sciences, we have a number of exhibits in terms of community outreach programs and student exhibitions. And we also have literally works that has been written by our faculty members. So some, for instance, this is Tree Language for Beginners that has been written by our faculty. And then we also have other literally works in French as well by our faculty. And we also have other literary work also in French as well by our faculty members. And I would like to very shortly show you some of our exhibits also in the slide here. Okay. We have also developed some programs called My Trotsky that allows people to be able to move from one place to another in either Twi or in English language. That allows people do not have to speak English to be able to navigate in their communities. And they can use that to locate places of a marketplace, place, and activities like that. And then we also want to show you a literary work that has been undertaken, witnessed by our Chancellor, and I'll invite my HOD to talk about it.
Thank you very much. The English Department, in collaboration with CKNUST, hosted Otunfo Osei-Tutu, the Chancellor of the University, on his 20th anniversary on the throne, to a night of drama, poetry recital, and dance. So these are exhibits of the program. Otunfo enjoyed it so much and commanded the department. Thank you.
And we also have a number of items from CCAST, which we would like to demonstrate very shortly with you.
Okay, so today we present some drums and they are sets. So we have the Adwa sets, and then some units in the sets are the Etumpai Bedie, Etumpai Enini, then Apentma and Petia. Then we have some from the Keti sets. We have the Kwadum, Apentma, Petia, and Brukua. Then we have the Trinekwesi, also. All these are majorly identified with the Akan group. And then we have the Agbaja drums, which are very popular among the LS. We have the Achimevu, Sogo, Kidi, and Kaga. We have the Djembe drum, please. And then also we have the Kwanlogo sets. So in the Kwanlogo sets, we have these two drums to present. Thank you.
And very lastly, we have souvenir items.
Yes. We have some souvenirs for our stakeholders. We created the souvenir to represent the 70th anniversary of KNUST. Some of the items are marks, and on the marks we have the 70th anniversary logo, and we also have our college logo. After that, we have pens with the logos. We also have mat sets. For the mat set, we dedicated it to the SHS students who will be coming tomorrow. We also have key holders with the logos. We also have notepad with logos. But to ensure fairness, you have to ballot for an item. Notepad. We got a notepad. Okay. Pen.
Got a pen.
Pen. Yes. Vodafone. Key holder.
Good morning, Vice Chancellor. Good morning and welcome. This is the Journal of Science and Technology, the university's official mouthpiece of all the research we do here. The Vice Chancellor mentioned that we need to go into town. Before we get into town, as academics, we need to get our research published in scientific journals. And the Journal of Science and Technology offers our senior members the opportunity to publish their articles, the research they've been doing. So we publish articles in the, as said, in the sciences, medicine, art, every discipline in this university can find a way into this journal to support our senior members, to tell the world the researches we do. We've gone through from as late as the 1980s, okay, and we have current editions for 2021. 2 editions for 2021. We'll be going into press by the end of this month for a 3rd issue for this particular year. And the university has been very helpful in setting up a secretariat just for the journal. Okay, so we'll be able to tell the public what our senior members have been doing in terms of research. All the collaborations they do with you, they have the opportunity to present the reports or the research of those collaborations in the university's journal. So this is what we are here for.
And this is Professor Dusakode, former provost health science.
We are getting there now. Now we started an online submission process. Okay, and when you go onto the university's website, just JUST at knust.edu.gh. We are there, and then you can access all the journals, archives to the current day. They are all on the university's website.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor.
Good morning. Yes, please. This is the Wellness Center, and I'm now Ode Ahenakwa. For us, we are located at the Hill and Hearty complex, that is adjacent the KNUST poolside, and the services that we provide, as you can see over there, are medical education, physiotherapy, diet therapy, psychological counseling, and a little other things that we do. We have the state-of-the-art gym over there, and currently we're here to check your anthos. That is your BMI, your body fat, your height, all of those things. And we have a dietitian here. She would interpret your results to you, and if you need to see a dietitian, a counselor, you can just pass by for staff. It's discounted, even free if you want to see a dietitian. But then private members are also welcome. We also have Wisdom GH, that is Women in Science, Technology,
engineering, and mathematics. And for them, we have key activities that we run. That is a mentorship scheme for women that are in STEM. They have STEM careers. Women or girls who are also interested in going into those various domains. And we have, I think this year, we are running an annual girl camp. That is where we are able to draw the mentorship scheme for girls who don't even know that all that there is to science is medicine. There are other things you can do also. So that's basically what we have over here. Since we don't have products, you can just go around and then get your BMI checked and all of those things, and then we can move on from there. Exactly. Preventive health over curative health. You don't need to fall sick before you take care of your health. And it's a holistic thing. We're not just looking at your physical health, your mental health. All of those things also play a role. Yes. And out. Exactly. As you can see over here on display, we have a bi-weekly actually. So every other week, we have a walk and an aerobic session at the Hill and Hattie complex. So we walk round the school. We come back. We have a 45-minute aerobic session. There are fruits also available that you can eat on. And then after that, we can go on with the counseling and any other thing you want to do. So, yes. Please do pass by. It's at 5:30 a.m. Yes, please. And I'll hand over to the Department of Physiotherapy.
All right, so this is the Department of Physiotherapy and Sports Science. Department of Physiotherapy and Sports Science. This is where we are training the students to be physiotherapists and exercise scientists. So as you can see, this work is supposed to be part of the things we are doing to help the community, the university community become healthy. So in the next 5 years, how are you going to see yourself? Are you fit right now? So we are launching something called Exercise is Medicine. Because no matter what, exercise can do it. You understand? No, if you have high blood pressure, you have hypertension, you have some disease here and there, exercise is medicine. Understand? So that's just briefly what I want to add. And then we also launched the AMPE Expo. We want to make AMPE something we'll be participating in at the national level and international level. It's our own game, and we want to push it forward. Thank you very much.
Okay, so shall we please take our seats? All exhibitors, please take your seat. Hello. So we are done with the visitation to the stands. Please take your seats. All exhibitors, leave the stands and take your seats. Let's all leave the stands and take our seats, please. Exhibitors. Shall we please take our seats and wrap up the program? All exhibitors, please leave the stands, take your seats, and let's wrap up for today. College of Health Sciences, exhibitors, take the seats. College of Science, Health Sciences. IDL, please leave and take your seats. College of Agric and Natural Resources, exhibitors and visitors, please leave that place and take the seats and let's wrap up. Okay, having visited the stands, I'm sure we have seen a lot. We are excited by what we saw, and we appreciate the contribution of KNUST to the development of Ghana. A loud round of applause to the university. I want to thank our distinguished dignitaries on days for doing us the honors. Before we say the closing prayer, shall we observe the following announcements? Just as you've heard the planning committee chair and vice chancellor say, in the evening at 5 p.m., we shall gather here again for a roundtable discussion on academia-industry relation. The program was specifically organized this way so our dignitaries and discussants will get to know what the university has produced to inform how the discussion will go in the evening. So please take note, at 5 p.m., we all come here again for a 2-hour session to discuss going forward how these could be taken up by industry. And whatever reservations or additions they have, we'll get to know. So take note, 5 p.m. we shall gather here. All deans, please check your platform for additional information. It is on your platform, deans. Our dignitaries on days will be hosted by the Vice Chancellor for lunch. So all dignitaries here, the provost, our special invited guests, and all members of the 70th Anniversary Planning Committee shall be at the Vice Chancellor's residence for lunch after this place. At this point, I would want to, in the absence of... Oh, okay. So let's please observe this as well. Today was the opening ceremony. We are done. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the planning committee has invited selected senior high schools, some from Kumasi, others from other regions, to come and participate in the exhibition. So our brothers and sisters from senior high schools will come and will be taking through all this. In addition, we'll take them around the university to appreciate how the university looks like. We will visit specially set up science and technology related facilities like the petroleum laboratory, the greenhouses and others, for them to know what they are likely to get into when they come. That is tomorrow. Then on Thursday is a day for SRC and GRASAG to set up for us to appreciate whatever it is they also have. Then on Friday, we gather here 9 a.m. again to officially close the 70th anniversary science and technology exhibitions. This is how the whole program looks like between today and Friday. I please invite Reverend Dr. J.W. Echampon, our Protestant chaplain, to lead us in the closing prayer.
Please crave your indulgence for us to stand up as we pray. Almighty and ever-living God, indeed you are the source of wisdom, knowledge, and insight. We bless your mighty name for the life of this great university and for how far you have brought us, even as we celebrate our 70th year of existence. We thank you for all that you have used this university to do by raising men and women of substance to go out and serve humanity and the world in various capacities. We thank you for the exhibition session we have had this morning, and we thank you for helping us to know what you are using this university to do. We pray that, Lord, you continue to bless us with more innovative ideas so that we won't just be having head knowledge, but our hand will be applied to whatever knowledge we acquire, so that through us as an institution, you bless the rest of the world. As we have brought this program to an end, we continue to commend ourselves to you. Please be with us and replenish whatever energies we might have lost. We pray for safe journeys to all those who may have to travel. And we continue to commend the rest of the activities for the week and today before you. Let your Spirit lead, guide, and direct us so that we'll have a fruitful program to the glory of your name. This and many more blessings we continue to ask through Christ Jesus our Lord. Amen.
Please be seated. Before we go, I would want to use the opportunity to once again introduce our dignitaries who graced the occasion. I will begin with the Vice Chancellor of the University. Please acknowledge Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon. Our Pro-Vice Chancellor is Professor Ellis Owusu-Dabo. Our Registrar is Mr. Andrews Kwesi Boateng. And to the Provost, Professor Mark Adoma Samoa, Provost College of Engineering, Provost College of Agric and Natural Resources, who brought the chicken, who continued to give us the musical interlude, Professor Kweku Bamfo. Provost of College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Charles Mafo. Provost of College of Health Sciences, Professor Christian Ejare. Provost of the College of Science, Professor Leonard Amekuji. Dean School of Graduate Studies, Professor Eric Fokuo. Director, Institute of Distance Learning, Professor Matthew Glover Addo. And then, our Dean for Quality Assurance and Planning Office, Professor Jerry John Bonyo. Our two chaplains, Reverend Father Dr. Antonina Catholic Chaplain, Reverend Dr. J.W. Echampon, Protestant Chaplain, Mr. Herman Yobo Ade, a member of the Planning Committee representing alumni. And then our distinguished personalities we invited from outside, CEO Vodafone Ghana, Mrs. Patricia Obonai, MD Agri Impact, Mr. Dan Akwe, Mr. Eric Osei is also one of our distinguished personalities. Our immediate past ambassador to China and currently CEO of SIGA, Ambassador Edward Boateng. And then our planning committee chairman, Professor William Otu Ellis. Thank you very much for coming. Just when our dignitaries move out, we'll have a photo-taking session and media interaction, and then we disperse to continue the rest of the activities for today. Thank you very much. Shall we rise for the recession?